Ah,
Hi.
right.
So touching. And then there comes, okay, is touching? Yes, I thank you. And also, what is recognizing that touch behind it? Yeah.
Yeah. Beauty. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm. Oh, Brendan. Yeah.
Very strange. There's a deep feeling of restlessness sitting here in silence with you. Sometimes I'm able to drop in and be in total love and beauty of the moment, but right now I feel like there's forces within me that is resisting and is scared to let go.
Yeah.
I've never experienced this before with you.
Fantastic. So yeah, I get it. So in a way, I would like one way of describing it, you're aware of it. Now, the usual habit is then to focus on that restlessness or to somehow come out of the restlessness. So, you know, like the restlessness becomes the focus, either unintentionally or intentionally. No problem, just to recognize that that's usually the way it goes.
Yeah.
So you can just explore and play with it. So at this moment, just right now, is there anything that you need to take care of in your immediate environment related to that restlessness? In other words, is there an immediate danger, or so you're not jumping over, you're checking, you feel a restlessness, but you're just saying, okay, it's just restlessness. Who knows? It's there, but you just don't want to jump over and miss out on what it's, you know, if there's a real danger. So you're just checking and you know, being practical.
No.
No, cool, okay. And so then, is there any value in referencing that? For sure, it'll pass. You know that. I mean, nothing. We can't hold on to the highest high or the lowest low. It's just, you know, something's moving through. Who knows what?
There's like like in the silence, there's this part of me while sitting there for the first 10 minutes or however long it was that just wanted to speak for the sake of speaking.
Yeah. Beautiful. And there's space to speak for it.
Yeah.
So it did. It got spoken for. Now all we're exploring is that restlessness or whatever gets our energy from our attention.
Mm.
And all we're exploring is it useful or necessary in this moment to give attention to that? Or is it okay just to rest without like feeding that in any way? It's like, okay, welcome. I see you. Thanks. I get it. But also not interested, actually.
Maybe it was nervousness or something.
Who knows? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, like you've done due diligence, you've checked to see that, like whatever it is, it came up by itself. Oftentimes there's layers that go on in us, so familiar, so habitual, that we don't even pick up on them until our system gets to a different level, you could say, of resting. To me, a lot of times when people interpret that, oh shit, you know, like there's something wrong somewhere. But I say that actually it's part of this process. It's just like we're starting to get in touch with what's been playing that we didn't even know was there. But then the question is, okay, great. thank you for revealing yourself. And now, okay, we haven't had much invitation through our conditioning or our, our society and how to function with when these things come up. The usual thing is distract yourself or suppress or whatever it is. And so now we're not doing any of that. We just see, okay, there's this whatever's playing underneath. And then seeing, like, is it useful or necessary to focus attention on it? Even though it's pulling because it's uncomfortable. It's like no one likes to be restless. It's like, no, I just want. But okay, so, like it. And it's so funny what can trigger that kind of restlessness. It's just like it doesn't take much. It's like, but then the question is it worth kind of giving our whole attention to it with the idea that by doing that, we're going to get somewhere or going to achieve something or is it okay just say, yes, I see you, thank you. Just
it's not really helpful.
No, not interested. That's it. It's not. If we've determined, we've looked carefully, we're not jumping over it, we're not suppressing, just it's not useful to go down that track.
Just by looking at it, it's gone.
That's so we can see then like that's so far out, but if our system gets busy with it, it just gets more intense and it's like, so that's there's a clue there. Yeah, thanks for bringing this. Yeah. Cool. And just for fun, if you go to gallery view for a moment, we can just check and see if anyone got any value from that exploration. Maybe some people did, maybe not. Just see. It's because it functions the same in all of us. Right? Yeah, cool. Thanks. Man. Shalom.
Hello.
Hello.
Can I sit a minute with you?
Ah, plus, plus.
I saw if I more investigate in this sitting in this silent, in this inner energy field or something like that, it's more precious for me. Thank you so much.
I mean, this is what's interesting is like for most of us, we grew up, we received conditioning and ideas and from our families, from our culture, from like from life, you could say, without any discrimination. Nobody told us, okay, where your attention is and how it's there determines everything. Nobody told us. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
like
so,
society.
Yeah.
Something from us. That's why.
Yeah. So what a discovery to realize, wow, okay, the focus, where attention focuses, if attention is just resting as who we are, there's never a problem. Life is peace, yeah, beauty. If attention is busy with thoughts and feelings and pressure and stress, then life is hell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually, it's pretty simple, but you know, nobody told us. And we can discover it for ourselves at some point, and then, oh wow, it's simple. It's not
Yeah. And grow in this trust of this.
yes, of course. For most of us, the conditioning has been to trust mistrust. Somehow mistrust is going to save us. If we stay loyal to mistrust, then bad things won't happen. But it's great. It's like it's backwards, you know. It's like and it's so automatic and so unconscious. Nobody does it. It's just like that's the habit, and unless it becomes conscious, it just does it automatically. Yeah. You know, we can look at it. You know, we've been. It's like one of these things. It's like in many of us, the focus is on what we think will make us happy.
Yeah.
It's some later date. And this moment, we don't realize that just that little focus means that this moment isn't fully appreciated, isn't met as the beloved. Simple little thing that has happened thousands of times and not seen. So, you know, like we're busy with trying to get somewhere. We're busy with trying to get enlightened or anything, get rich or get famous or get love or whatever. In that moment, then there's lack. Then there's some sense of there's something wrong somewhere. And all it is a focus of attention. It's not more.
Yes, mind
There.
cannot imagine that
Yeah.
in this moment is
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. That gives the capacity to enjoy this moment. Just simple. Just wow. You're right. Your life is, yeah. So Brandon typed the question about how to, you know, how to use the word practice this during daily activities. So just that, I would say that that's an interest. And rather than make it a how-to question, just recognize that interest and keep exploring that interest. That's all. We're here, this moment by moment by moment. All that happens is our attention can move one somewhere, and then you just bring it back to resting. That's it. Again, again, and again, and again. It's just, we have habits of attention. Nobody can deny that. And those habits have been influenced by conditioning and by old trauma, old information. And so we're just developing a new habit that, okay, this moment is what we have. And it's possible to actually enjoy this moment. Be grateful for it, to be whatever you want to, whatever words. It's not a practice. It's just like, this is it. This is what we have. This is as God as it gets. Doesn't get more God than this. So we can be busy with trying to get somewhere else. Then, if you want to suffer, that's a good way to focus. But nobody wants to suffer. It's so easy if we don't see, that's all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Where are you? Which country?
I am from Poland.
From Poland.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And that's where you are now?
Yes, now I'm in Poland.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Mm. 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 I've been listening to some Alan Watts because whenever I watch the recordings of your meetings, when I miss them, I always come back to them when I need to, when I want to reinforce this beautiful stillness. And after I was watching one of Alan Watts popped up, and I wasn't
Right.
really aware of him much way back, but he's so funny. And
He is funny, and it's clear that he saw deeply. Yeah.
and I loved how he put some, it was like some Lego blocks into the foundations of the gift you've already given us, you know, but just those little, yeah, yeah, yeah. So there's just a lot of awe here, awful joy or joyful awe. I mean, every little bee, every bit of grass, you know, is us. Wow. I mean, wow, you know, I'm sitting in the glimpse of that. Oh, oh, oh. And to think the mind tries to work it out. Oh, Isaac. Hmm.
Whatever.
it's sort of prior to attention, isn't it?
It's like a deep resting that enables, in a sense, you could say that attention has disappeared back into its source. It's like, yeah. I like that way of describing prior to attention. It's just
What does it get? That's just so beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, everybody.
yeah,
This
love,
beautiful
peace,
field.
beauty, care.
So much love.
Rishi.
Hello. Hi.
Greetings.
Very important reminding. Focus of attention is now here, just here.
That's good. And then just to recognize, because we say, like what people say is, oh, I lost it, or I, somehow I'm not in it anymore. And I say, well, okay, what moved? Actually, all that moved is your attention. And then really examine, are you your attention, or is attention just a focus and you're aware of the focus? Just to discern, you're not that attention, you're that which is aware of anywhere where you're that in which attention rises from, yeah? And when the attention just rests at its source, effortlessly, no doing, just this beauty, that's it, it's simple. If it follows a single thought or a sensation and interprets it, then there's endless trouble. That's it.
Yes.
It's like, yeah.
So in a way, in my daily life, I walk through samsara, and there's what I can perceive is a split in the society, and this society is in a way happening in me, and the split is in me. So
Yeah, and just to see, what we call a split is just a habit of attention. That's all. What we call samsara is, it's like attention rests at its source. There is no samsara. Attention moves, samsara appears. There is no samsara. It's not real. Feels real, looks real.
yeah, feels real, this polarity. And in me is some point of view. I'm very
Point. Yeah, a point of view, a thought, a position, and then there's awareness of it. And that awareness is ever present.
no matter what is on the screen.
No matter what's on the screen. It's just like, I like the image of a mirror. A mirror doesn't care who's standing in front of it. The reflection in the mirror doesn't mean a thing about the mirror.
Feels like drinking. Ramana.
Oh, beautiful. Yes, exactly. That's Rama's invitation. Rest. Rest is who you are.
So there's the opportunity to live life in rest. Happy about it.
In the midst of the habit to be restless.
True.
There's a story that kind of points to this, you know, this billionaire got his chauffeur to drive him. He heard that there was a yogi somewhere in the forest. And so the driver, they stopped in front of this yogi sitting under a tree, just enjoying. And the billionaire rolled down his window, and, you know, with his limousine and his bar in the back and everything. And he spoke to the yogi. He said, "How can you give up all of this for that?" And the yogi looked up and saw this man, this expression of life that was so concerned with image and what he had and stress. And he laughed. He said, "How can you give up? How can you give up this for that?" You know, like. What's funny, it doesn't preclude. You can have, you know, you can have be a king and rest, or you can have nothing and rest. It doesn't make a difference. It's not about your circumstance. It's never about that, ever. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Can I look it back? I have a question, Isaac. You're not surprised, I know. No, because sometimes there's a part in my system what you could say in fight. It has fight energy. And I'm curious, is only someone who has the same issue who can pick it up? Because it's a while ago, somewhere with a group of people, and there was at least one person who really get shocked, and then I thought, oh, it's me, but it could also be because it's touching something in her, has touched something in her, because the person sitting next to her, there was nothing happening. We had a nice talk, and so now I'm curious, how does that work?
Yeah, you know, Esther, these are just words to try to describe the indescribable, but many of us have old information in our system, you know, like an upset that we're not even aware of. Like it's just sitting under the surface, it's sitting. And of course, you know, it's like, it's not even noticed. You could say we're so familiar with it, it's just sitting there. But we do notice that somehow our life seems to move from upset to upset to upset, and with different people, with different things, but what's common to it all is an upset. So for some people, it's like, it's so fundamental, it's an upset with time. So we wake up and we call it stress. And we say, okay, I don't have enough time, or there's a sense of pressure. And then the whole life is spent running. And it's not recognized even as an upset. It's just like, yeah, life is like that. You know, if you stop running, you die. So, of course, if someone's organized, nervous system is organized like that, and they're sitting next to someone, then you'll feel that. You'll feel that thing. If someone has
How
an
come
upset.
person 1 is feeling it and person 2 doesn't, and then just happy to talk with me?
Because for someone, it's like it doesn't touch anything in them. They don't have something similar in their system. They, in that moment, they're happy to enjoy the moment with someone. So, you know, but there is a communication that happens without words. And like, so if someone's system there's an upset running, and it's looking, that upset is looking for someone that it can play that vibration with.
Yes, the pill behind the wall.
Yeah.
So, and that's my next question. How? Because I feel I get so tired now after so many times, and how to stay out of it. But she's really trying to get me upset, and
so that's the thing, is like, okay, usually, you know, as life lives itself, and that upsets underneath the surface, somebody will come along, and then we can dance with them. We can do the upset dance with them. And then, of course, there's going to be projecting, they part of it, they wrong, they bad, I'm right, they wrong, I'm such a reasonable,
what I don't say anymore, but
anymore. Yeah. At some point, we start to see, like, I'm not a victim. This is just a dynamic, an old pattern that's playing. It has nothing to do with me. It's not, there's just old information in the system that reinforces itself every time it does its dance again. Okay, nothing to do with me, really. Just an old information playing out again and again and again. And at some point, if it's luck or with grace or whatever you want to call it, it's like, wow, just not interested. It's like, it's okay to enjoy life. It's okay not to get into upsets, I would say, over nonsense.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But
it's like, what becomes evident is that there's a much deeper interest in really just resting. It's like, it's recognizing that whatever's playing, there's nobody doing it. There's no, even though it looks like the person is a complete asshole or whatever, they don't have a choice about it. Yeah, they don't have a choice about it. It's just life doing its dance. And then that's what, like you said, your system meets someone. If your system's at peace in itself and it meets someone like that, that person will tend to come to peace around you rather than the other way around. It seems like whoever's nervous system.
I didn't get that part.
Okay, whoever's nervous system is the most coherent, the most resting, has peace. Other nervous systems will come into resonance with that. So that's the beauty. As your system learns to not involve itself, it's more interested in peace. That's all. Then people around you will start to enjoy just sitting next to you. Just like on a hot day, you like to sit under a tree and get some shade.
Yeah. Because when
And
I
it's not about preaching. It's not about anything.
No.
It's just about where your system is vibrating. Yeah?
but also when I really want to have a good sleep in the night. When I would knock on the door and tell her, "Can you stop that noise?" Then I'm in, you know. That's
Then
why I
you're
don't do it.
Yeah, then you're in.
So what then?
Okay. I want to have a good sleep. I want to be at peace. Okay. I want to be peace. What's in the way? This idea.
This idea, what's the idea?
I want to have a good sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, so no
Because-
problem. No problem. You stay with that idea and you leave peace. And you stay with that idea and you get upset and can't sleep because you're upset and
I wake up and then I can't sleep anymore.
yeah, underneath is this idea. So I woke up. Okay, cool. Now I'm awake. Okay. Now I have the idea I want to have a good sleep. Okay, now I'm awake and I have this idea, and is this idea useful in this moment? Does it bring anything beautiful?
You mean now?
Any moment. Every moment.
Yeah, because when I have such a short sleep that it's influencing. I
Yeah.
can't think clear. I'm not
Yes,
so
all the
practical
reasons in the
stuff.
world, all the reasons in the world to leave peace and to stay with this, I need sleep.
What was the first sentence?
Watch the recording.
Yes, I will do. But now I think, yeah, I maybe I have to quit the house and then I sleep in the forest or so because
Whatever.
I'm so terrible
Whatever.
tired now, and
Yeah.
I don't know how to. And she's really trying to find.
I'm so sorry to hear. It's so, I'm so sorry. But if anything is going to push you to peace, she will, because, like at the moment, your system is more interested in this upset than it is in peace. And it's not something you're doing.
Is
You're not
it?
doing anything wrong. Yeah, it's just going to keep doing it. How many times have we had this conversation?
Yeah, because it's going on. So then I get
Okay, so
all in this
it's
conversation.
yeah, so the cost of this conversation is that you're a victim
I'm
of
not
this woman
victim.
next.
I'm trying to
Oh,
find
sorry,
solution.
sorry, my ears just heard it wrong.
I try to
You
find
just want to sleep.
coming out
You
of
just
it.
want to sleep. I know, you just want to sleep. I understand. And if only you could sleep, then everything would be okay. There would never be another issue. Then you wouldn't have an issue with the cat, and you wouldn't have an issue with this, and you wouldn't have an issue. I mean, it's endless, Esther. So the system keeps finding something, and it will keep doing it. It's like that's what it does. And it's not wrong, it's not bad, it's just like the cost of suffering. And it'll continue to do it. It plays the same in all of us. It's not different for any of us. You're not wrong, you're not bad. It's just old habits of attention that really.
So you say the
believe-
system is looking for that kind of stuff for some reason? I don't know what reason, but then how
Yeah,
to stop it?
there's an upset that's looking for something to play with, something to be upset about.
No, that's funny you say, because when I hear people talking only about the upsets, then I'm the first one who is leaving because I'm not interested.
Yeah, except when it seems personal to you. So now the next step is just to really start looking and watching. Okay, this keeps playing. It can keep outsourcing it, blaming it out on the neighbor, on this, on that. You can be in prison. You can be in terrible circumstance and be at peace. It has nothing to do with circumstance. I remember one time I was in India and it was summer and it was maybe 45 degrees or something outside. Everybody was just wet with perspiration, sitting in one of those tuk-tuks, which are supposed to only have 3 people in the back, and there were 5 people or something. Everybody's sweating on each other. And all of a sudden we were in a traffic jam. And in India, when there's a traffic jam, the smog from these things don't have any, like the air gets so thick with pollution and stuff, and everybody's upset and everybody's honking. And, to me, I felt like I'd entered the hell realm. So I was sitting there, just, man, not enjoying. And all of a sudden, something shifted in me, and I was just in bliss. None of that mattered. But until that moment, everything in me was in resistance. Like, so, same circumstance, nothing changed inside. I mean, outside, only in me. So.
Mhm. And then what happened then? I mean,
Then it didn't matter. I was sitting there
no,
enjoying.
no. I mean, what did change?
The attention shifted. That's all.
Where did it shift to then?
To love, to peace, to beauty, just to being. It wasn't anything I did. It was just, I guess, the grace of being around Papaji and intense inquiry over months, you could say. And suddenly, just by luck or whatever, it didn't go in its usual pathway of that I had a right to be upset because life was so terrible in that moment. It's okay. That's the hell rooms, that's all.
The hell room, you say the hell room?
Hell realm.
Realm? Realm.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
We all know it. It's not, nobody has the patent on that.
Thanks.
Okay. Hi.
Thank you. It was a nice story from right now. The hell room. Yes, sometimes
Yeah,
it's very.
and I say we all know it, you know, we've all
Yes.
experienced different degrees of it. For me,
Mm.
that was very extreme because it was everything, everything that kind of my system had made important. Fresh
Mhm.
air, quiet, being comfortable.
I would love to sit with you for a while.
With pleasure.
Mhm.
What happens when you sit together, just even for a few moments?
What did you say?
What happens in you when we sit together, even just for a few moments? What do you notice, if
Yes,
anything?
yes. It was a huge shift, and what I sensed was there was a thought going through. There was so much gratitude that I would say to you that you spent your time for us, for all the people, and it's amazing. And thank you very much. It was right now.
And that's,
what I
again,
sense.
that's beauty. Yeah. So that just suddenly, you know, there's beauty there. Just, yeah.
That's so amazing. There's a so beautiful opportunity to sit every time with you. It's unspeakable. Mm.
We have this common love affair, this common interest, and so beautiful to come together in it. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And we have the luck, you know, it's like many places on the planet you're not allowed to even. It's like it's forbidden. So to sit quite crazy and just to explore.
So much love. Yeah,
What a luck, huh? What a luck.
thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Anke. Yeah. Judith.
Hello.
Right, Judith.
It's a bit the same as before, that I'm suddenly activated by a thought, and then I would normally try to figure it out. But now, yeah, and now I thought, okay, let's, yeah. Yeah. So it's both now, the activation and something else.
Is the activation worth paying attention to?
Yeah, I still think.
So that's no problem. So you're
Uh-huh.
just questioning in the moment, that's all.
Yeah.
You're just looking fresh. Is it worth giving attention to? That's the habit, no doubt. But you're just looking fresh. Would you recommend it to your friends?
No, and now in a way I don't even know the content anymore, but
Of course, it's always nonsense.
yeah, but now I know it again. um,
How deeply can we enjoy each other with this fun? How much are we allowed to, first of all? Is it okay to enjoy even a little bit just resting together? Or do we have to get married first?
no, better not. It's also no happiness, no, okay.
So just we here, sitting together, it's okay. What we have is our attention. And we could give a quality of attention that's soft and gentle and doesn't need anything, doesn't want anything. It's just resting. No effort. Receiving, flowing. When we get a knock, but what about me? I'm an upset. You better pay attention to me. Okay, I'm not interested. I'm just interested in hanging out here, enjoying. Louder knock. No, but what about me, you know? I'm very important. If you don't pay attention to me, you'll never be at peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
We meet like this. What happens to boundaries? The sense of boundaries.
Yeah, it's not. not interesting anymore, not
Yeah.
necessary. No.
Yeah, no. Some,
No. But I noticed every time I speak, it triggers again a little bit the other.
you know, you're interested in that old thing, or just coming back to this?
Yeah, yeah,
Enjoying.
yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Hi Isaac, hi everyone. It's an open book what you are pointing at, and so grateful. So simple. No reference point worth to be believed in, and so on and so on. Yet there is an interest concerning anger, trauma, anger in the system, inviting anger in environment.
Mhm.
We spoke about this today already, and it's the anger tendency or reactivity is much less so far it is noticed in the system. Yet I love to come and ask the question, can we please have a look into, I guess there is some vibration still in action in the not conscious underground, so to say. Can we please have a look in that direction? Is it worth?
You know, just in this moment we're sitting here.
Yeah.
For me, I could just say it seems more fruitful or more valuable to explore how beautifully we can meet. I mean, usually anger is related to a sense of hurt, a sense of actually powerlessness, usually underneath is a sense of trying to get power back, feeling powerless.
Yeah.
And so it expresses its anger to try and feel powerful.
Yeah.
But it's again, it's like, okay, we can see that. But actually what we're interested is in okay, just meeting beautifully.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, a circumstance comes up where somebody is functioning through old information that expresses in a way that's looking for an anger response.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ah, Tom. Hi.
Oh, I see.
Thank you.
Thank you. Katharina.
I would love to rest with you for a moment. God, you radiate such a sweetness. Oh my God.
Sweetness meets sweetness, and it's just beautiful.
Oh God, I'm happy that I'm able to perceive it like this. Yeah. And the reminder, just a reminder that this is what counts. Thank you so much.
Bas, thank you so much for hosting. Thank you, beloveds, for showing up, exploring, playing, love, peace, beauty.